All right, welcome back. We've got a Apple stock update for you. It is at an all-time high. We're at 205 and a huge move today. It's up 6%. We finally have broken out of this 195 and Apple's looking to possibly reclaim its spot over Nvidia as the second most valuable company and maybe even pass up Microsoft. Um, but big move there for Apple. Looks great. Chart looks good. We were buying some Apple in this green box here around 165. I think I got two purchases at Apple. And I made a video a few months ago talking about how I think eventually the market's going to recognize that Apple has a lot to pull from when they announce their AI, how they play AI. I don't think Apple's an AI company, but they're going to utilize it to help push people to upgrade their devices and buy new upgraded devices. The new upgrade cycle is going to be driven by AI features. Now we've seen Apple been very slow to roll out new features over the last handful of years. It's been a purple phone, it's been a better camera, things that people are kind of, I've got a good enough camera. I can put a case on my phone. I'm not going to go upgrade from the 13 to the 15 to the 16 or whatever just to get a better camera or a different color. So the cameras are good enough. But I think this is going to be a big driver to get people to say, all right, I need that new iPad, I need that new feature, I need that new iPhone, whatever it is that they're going to be really integrating when it comes to AI. So let's get into some of the news. Yesterday they had their conference, and I love how they didn't just ramble on about AI. They're calling it Apple Intelligence, so their version of AI is Apple Intelligence, and I like that a lot. I'm tired of hearing of AI, so I like that they did something different. They did announce a partnership with ChatGPT and OpenAI. They're going to be integrating that into some of their apps. Hopefully Siri can actually do something useful. We'll have to wait and see. I've never had Siri turned on, but we'll have to wait and see if they come out, if they make me want to turn it on, if there's a reason for it to turn on. I have the 13, so again, I don't know if these are going to become over-the-air updates. Here's our new AI Siri, or if I have to go buy the new phone to get this. I have to dig in deeper and see what these, they roll out these upgrades. But this greater app integration with AI, I think, is going to kill some of these startups that have been popping up, like Rabbit. If you don't know what these are, they're another device that you carry around that you could talk to and say, "Hey, order me an Uber." They supposedly have all these capabilities, but it just seems a little too good to be true. And also, who wants to carry around another little device? I don't. I just want my phone to be able to do all these things. But even then, I'm not going to be like, hey, DoorDash this. I'll just go on my phone and do it. But I know there's people out there that want that capability. So we talked about the 6% pop, all-time high. That's great. There is a little bit of drama between Apple and Elon now. Elon's threatening to ban Apple products from his companies because he doesn't like the partnership with OpenAI. He's worried that OpenAI is going to access all of Apple's data. I think Apple's smarter than that. I like Elon, but I think this is him being a little salty about his whole OpenAI partnership, how that went south. So we'll have to wait and see what all that looks like. I doubt Elon really does something. I think Apple will handle this. So that's some of the news. I didn't really watch too much of the conference. From what I heard, it's a snooze fest. Again, they didn't announce any groundbreaking products. It's just little integrations of their Apple Intelligence, but the market sure seems to like it. It's up big. But again, I think this has been, the writing's been on the wall for a long time that eventually Apple's going to come out with something that the market will say, okay, yeah, there's going to be a better upgrade cycle. And we've also seen iPhone sales skyrocket in China over the last month or so. So we're seeing a rebound worldwide, and this is going to be a little bit of gasoline on the fire to help reignite those iPhone sales that have been a little stagnant. So we're going to go over some of the pros and cons that we've already talked about, but iPhone dominance, services killing it, wearables are doing great. I really like that they make their own chips, and I think this is what's going to help with the Elon Apple drama, is that Apple is in control of all the silica. They're in control of the chips. They'll have full authority over who gets access to what information because they own the chips. So some of the cons is, again, the lack of new big ideas, lack of innovation. It's slowing growth, but we're starting to see that hopefully reaccelerate. Again, we haven't seen any iPhone numbers recently. We haven't seen their earnings skyrocket or anything. These were just announcements of new software ideas. But I think eventually that'll bleed into, we've got new software, we need to upgrade the hardware to really take advantage of this new software. So a while back we talked about catalysts to look out for. Finally joining the AI game. Sounds like we're getting some of that right now with Siri. At that time they were calling Siri 2.0 to be Maggie. I don't know if that's still the thing. Maggie seems a little goofy. I think people know Siri, so they should probably stick with that. And then when it comes to the Apple Vision Pro, that thing has fallen off a cliff. So what will version 2 look like? I still think there's great use case down the road for the little glasses, but not some big old thing you wear on your head. Some glasses where you can walk around and have AR, not VR. I don't want virtual reality, but if I could have these on and I could see the score of the basketball game, or I could see a text message or email while I'm out walking, that would be kind of interesting. And then a strategic acquisition. They got so much cash. Maybe they buy a wearables company, a fitness company, a health company. So I still think there's going to be some health products that come out, like a glucose monitor, things like that. So I think there's still a lot of good catalysts coming for Apple. Those shares that I did purchase in the 165, I bought those because there wasn't a lot going on and I needed to put money to work. And I'm just going to hold. No reason to sell. There's no reason at all to sell. Just because I'm up, no reason to sell. I don't think there's a reason to buy. So if we get back down into the 170s, maybe I'll look to accumulate some more. But again, I have to see where the market's at. But I'm just going to be sitting pretty on the shares that I have. We know Apple's revenue looks good. But this is the one I want to go over one more time. Move my head. Their services is larger than all these companies combined, the revenue. So if they can integrate AI and add in another Spotify to their services, I think that's a highly probable for them to do that over the next 3-4 years. So let's just see how they continue to monetize Apple Intelligence, and hopefully that will get the products moving more, but also they can utilize services or maybe even add some more. Apple Pay seems to have some sort of upgrade coming their way. So we'll see what that looks like. But in the meantime, enjoy the gains on Apple. If I had multiple hundreds of shares and I was looking to possibly take a little profit, I would look at maybe a 220 call 30 days from now, something like that, just to collect some premium while we have a nice pop. But the chart to me looks good. I mean, we've got a clean breakout. I would suspect that we pull back to 200, maybe retest that, and then we shoot for the next leg up. So we'll have to wait and see. But congratulations, all the Apple shareholders. Been a nice base we're building here. The bigger the base, the bigger the space. That's all I got for you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, and peace out. Oh, vote. Go vote for Pedro. Go vote for your Tesla shares. If you haven't already. I think today's the last day. Thursday we got the shareholder meeting. I'll definitely have an update on that. So until then, everybody, enjoy it. Peace out.